Hello, everyone, and welcome. I am Abigail, the ultimate guru, and with me, as always, is my co host, the world's only comedian, Bryden Proctor.
Hello.
You don't have to worry about a thing because we are here to help, and at least I am high energy.
Good work. High indeed, huh?
I'm
High indeed.
Yeah, ripping on a fat blunt before this shit. No, I
Oh,
wasn't.
yeah, just gonna pretend like you don't know what a blunt is.
I have no idea what a blunt is. What do you? What could it?
How
It's the
about
thing that
here's some idea for
that
you.
people of color smoke, right?
Some blunt force trauma to the fucking head. You get kicked into the
I might
face.
get that. I might get that soon. And then they're gonna throw me in the casket
Yeah.
because I'm turning 30.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. You should probably now explain to the people that listen to the show.
I wasn't planning on it.
Oh, okay.
If you know, you know. There's some people that are throwing me potentially gonna put me in a casket. It's gonna be fine. I'm not explaining that anymore,
All
Bryden.
right, that's fine. I mean, it's whatever.
So I've talked about on Twitter, okay, about my pants and my jacket that are black and white vertical striped, okay? Because I'm trying to become Beetlejuice. I'm trying to embody, Tim Burton's characters because I think it's just a silly, cute, unique idea, and
Oh,
I
it's so
like
unique.
attention.
Oh, it's so
And
unique to dress like Hot Topic Tim Burton person. That's so
yeah,
unique and
it
cool.
is now. It is now. It wouldn't have been when I was 13, but now it is.
It's not still. It's not still. In fact,
Nobody else does this.
oh, they do.
Okay.
There's still fat teenagers pulling that shit.
So I'm wearing my Beetlejuice get up, okay? And I'm out of town.
Ugh.
And there were a bunch of like drunk people hanging around this gas station because there
Where
was a
you were working.
parade.
Where you were
Okay?
working
No, I
a
was not. We were
shift.
getting ice.
You
We were
were
getting ice to go to a party,
you're
okay?
getting
And
meth
this
ice
and
to
this
go to a
guy,
party and you couldn't pay for it, so you had to
it
work
was
the
really
gas station.
disappointing because like TV taught me that it would be blue and it wasn't blue.
Yeah, it's
I was a
never
little
blue.
confused. Not blue. That's not real. Apparently, that's just a thing on TV. But no, I was not buying meth, Bryden. Just so everyone knows, I was not doing meth. But first, this guy like barked at me like a dog. Like he was really into it, you know. And and it took me a second because there had been like a furry that I had seen a little bit before that,
I hate
like in the
this.
whole suit, just walking down the road. But anyway, this guy was not a furry. He was just barking at me. And his friend was like, I'm sorry, I mean to get him a shot collar. And I was like, at least get him a leash. And it was fine. But then
What?
I turn
Hold on.
around
No,
and
stop. How was that fine? How was what you just said fine? None of that was okay at all. I saw a furry walking down the fucking road. That sucks. I hate that. I sure fuck hate that. And then his friend's response is, I need to get him a shot collar. What are you hitting on old ladies? And that's your thing? It's like, you go bark at
I'm
him.
not
And
an
then I'll
old
be like,
lady.
shot collar. And then like, oh, that'd be cool. We get some old lady puss.
Well, he would have failed even if I was a single old lady because when I told him to put a leash on him, he was like, I'm a Democrat. I don't believe in that. And, like, that's just dumb.
That's a weird thing to say also.
Yeah, that was all weird. But then I turn around and there's these guys pumping gas and they
I
just
don't even
shout
want to know what that fucking means in this story.
and they just shout Beetlejuice 3 times at me. And I was like dying laughing and I was so happy because it was like, well yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm Beetlejuice. And they were like, I guess they thought I was upset because I was like crying laughing with joy. And he was like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I was like, no, you're fine. Like you're fine, sir. and then so we get to the party, right? And there's a priest playing guitar, okay? And I'm putting in requests, and then suddenly he starts playing Sally's song
Was this a
from the Nightmare
fucking
Before
no?
Christmas.
Was this a fucking
Because
dream you had?
no, no, this is reality. And so he's playing me, he like serenaded me with Sally's song, the sad one from Nightmare Before Christmas, and we were singing it together.
So,
He said that I'm 40% of the way to being a Tim Burton character, and that's why he knew I would like that song. It was
So
great.
I want you to know how this like comes out. Let's pull up the transcript on this.
Okay.
I was at a gas station buying ice, and then a man started barking at me. They called me Beetlejuice, and then I got to a party, and a priest started serenading me.
Yeah,
You're a tweaker.
that's how my weekend went. No, I was not. I was drinking a little bit, but not like I did drink a lot actually at that party. But this is real stuff. That
Yeah. Okay.
happened. It wasn't even like, yeah. That's how my weekend was. How was yours?
I don't know. I didn't go on a fucking meth binge.
I made a lot of friends.
I'll bet. I'll bet you think you did.
And I might have found us a guest for the show.
Cool. I'll bring my Nintendo Switch.
We were talking about slavery.
That's not what the show's ever about either.
No, it's not. It's not, but still.
Yeah, all of these people sound terrible.
Well, I mean, I wasn't friends with the guys shouting Beetlejuice at me or barking at me.
The Beetlejuice guys are the best guys in there. It's just yelling.
They were great.
They didn't know they weren't hurting your feelings. I was hoping that they thought they were hurting your feelings.
No, they were just drunk and goofing off. It was some like ghetto-looking black dudes
yeah.
shouting Beetlejuice at me a bunch.
That's fucking hilarious. Black guys are the
Yeah.
funniest guys.
They are funny. I think they did feel bad because they thought that they upset me. And it's like,
Well,
it's fine. Everything is fine right now. You made my day, actually. And so I'm texting my husband. I was like, hey, guess what happened? And
guess what, husband? I'm talking to black guys.
And he's like, why were they just hanging around the gas station? I was like, well, because there was a parade. And he's like, they threw you a parade? So, like, my husband has no idea what's going on around me either. It's like, what? No. No, they didn't throw me a parade.
Well,
What is that?
I mean,
I'm not even sure this weekend happened, to be perfectly honest. Like, could you have a weekend like that and, like, believe it happened?
yeah, if I'm on hallucinogens.
That makes it more believable. I guess so.
I don't believe that any of it happened, and I think that like really what happened.
I have witnesses. I have witnesses.
What a
I
bunch
can
of
get for you.
fucking lying tweakers on the internet.
Well, they're on the internet, but I wouldn't call them lying tweakers. They're nice people.
I don't trust people on the internet. Although speaking of lying tweakers, I did find the best video. Speaking of very similar bullshit, I found this tweaker on TikTok, and he keeps moving his jaw back and forth and frothing at the mouth, and he's all fucked up, man. It's really fucked up, and he's just like, Joe Biden fucked my butt, and
No.
it's amazing.
I bet he did. I believe him. I believe we're supposed to trust the victims, right? We're believing all the victims.
It's hilarious. It keeps going on about how like famous people raped his butt, and I think he thinks he's God or something like that. You know, normal tweaker shit.
Yeah.
I followed
That
him
happens.
immediately. Followed him.
Of course.
Gotta see more of this.
They're funny people. They
Oh.
bark at you sometimes. I don't think that guy was even tweaking. I think he was just barking at women.
I mean, if
It wasn't like a homeless man.
was he barking like DMX?
No, like a dog.
Yeah.
I don't know how DMX barks.
He barks like a dog, but he's DMX. This is a different guy.
Well, why don't you demonstrate
I
for
can't.
me?
I can't DMX bark.
Okay, well, it sounded like a big scary dog. Like what a pit bull sounds like when it barks.
That's what DMX sounded like.
Okay, well, it's like that. Maybe it was a rap thing.
Might have been. If you're hanging out
But
at
that was
black.
a white man.
Well, he could have been friends with the
furry?
furry. I mean, there's the whole I need to get him a shock collar thing is what really bothers me.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what that was about.
I don't know. Just some people shouldn't try to be quick-witted, you know? Like,
No.
I don't like
No,
that.
that they were drunk, I guess. I don't know. People were behaving very strangely.
Well, I don't know.
And there was this waiter too, where I was talking about because the people we were with ordered calamari, and I was like, I'm sorry, I don't eat cephalopods. I won't partake. And I had to give my whole
Is that what you said to people? Is
explanation.
that what you fucking
Yeah,
said to people?
I did.
So, like, the more you hung out with these people, the gayer you fucking talk to. I do not eat cephalopods. I do not
Well, I
partake.
thought because it's a funny thing. I like to explain it because I think that people find it amusing.
Do you think that's funny?
I mean, I
You got
there's a whole punchline. I'll
you're
have to go
doing
through it
you're doing
sometime.
so you're doing pre-prepared turning down calamari bits
Well, I
on
mean, I
your
came up
trip.
with it on the spot, but I do like to talk about it and joke about it. And like people don't know how smart they are, okay? And so that's anyway. So the waiter like didn't understand a joke that was being made at my expense when he came about the order. So I was like, "You got to put extra octopus on it." He was like, "What are you talking about?" So then I had to explain it to him. And at some point, he made some joke, and I called it. Oh, he said, "But cows are fine, right?" And I said, "Well, yeah, they're dumb." And he's like, "So then you'd be fine with eating me." It was like, "Well, yeah, you're stupid." Like, and
Wow.
that was fine. Apparently, he laughed pretty hard. That was so. I was just a menace this weekend.
So that's just how
I
you
gave him a
treat
tip.
waiters? Yeah, you have
Yeah,
to. It's a waiter.
I gave him a good tip.
You
The food
have.
wasn't very good. Okay.
Good grief.
So that's yeah. Do you want to get into the Dear Abbeys?
No, I want to hear more about this fucking fever dream that you think is a vacation.
It was real. It was really real. Okay.
Okay. That makes it sound I don't know. I didn't
There's a
believe you
guy.
until you said really real, you know.
There was a guy with a Joker jacket and a guy with a whip, a bull whip. Um,
Yeah.
it 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 did happen.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it happened. And if it did happen, it shouldn't have happened. And all of it sounds very gay.
Yeah. Well, I had fun.
I'll bet.
I thought it was a grand old time.
I'll bet you did have a grand old time fucking riling around, tweaked out in that fucking dumpster behind the gas station near your home. You're like, I was on a plane!
Or I
Ah!
think I did. You know, my husband made a similar joke. Like, I didn't even go anywhere. I was just like doing drugs and hallucinating all of this, and then came home at the end of it.
Was he joking, or was he like, we had the police looking for you?
Well,
You are
he
a
knew I
mother.
was going on a trip. He just didn't know what kind.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Good work. Good fucking God. That does sound terrible.
I
It
thought
all
it was
sound.
fun.
Yeah, we got very different ideas of fun. There's no whips in my, nobody has a Joker jacket.
Lame. Lame is what I say.
Nobody says, I got to get him a shark collar ever in front of me.
Yeah, that part was weird. I wasn't so sure about that. Was less fun to have a man barking at you.
Yeah, but I'll bet you're pretty used to parades, though, aren't you?
What is that supposed to mean?
Ah, the
Are you
parades.
calling me gay?
I am
Again?
calling you gay again. Yeah.
People there did think I was gay.
Yes.
So I'm out with my friend, and she's a girl, and they kept giving me the check. It's like without like, oh, are we splitting it?
No, no,
And then
no.
they kept like, if only one of us ordered a drink, it would come with 2 straws, because clearly we're sharing it at the same time.
Well, see, here's the thing. They didn't think you guys were gay. They knew that you were a man.
Maybe so. Yeah, and the check always went to me.
Yeah.
Never, they never handed it to her. It went to me every time. Clearly, I'm like the butch or something.
Yep.
I guess.
How's that make you feel to know
It's fine.
you're the boy?
It's fine, I guess.
You're the Ellen and the Ellen Portia de Rossi there.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that didn't. I was a little offended that it was me getting that.
You're the dude.
So that was fun. Dear Abby, is it over? I think it's over. What is worse, bald with no hair or gray hair? And there's an accompanying picture with a bunch of gray hairs, really. There's like a good amount of gray going on in there.
Wait,
Just streaked through.
what's he mean? Does he mean like full head of hair but it's gray, or
Yeah.
bald and it's
Full head
gray?
of Yeah, so full head of hair with gray in it, or no, like you're balding, so you might as well shave it situation, I think is what the question is.
I think that full head of hair with gray is fine because if you don't like it, then you could always dye it, or hell, you
Yeah,
could
it's
just
not
shave
bad.
it and then be bald.
Yeah.
You want the option.
I agree, and yeah, it's gray, so it's like you just have to go like a slightly darker color and dye it.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
what
fine.
kind of a question
I
is
don't
that?
It's really dumb, honestly. But also though, sometimes the gray, like if it's placed really well and it's not just like all over, looks really distinguished,
Yeah.
and handsome. Like, the guys that just get it at their temples.
Oh yeah,
That's pretty
like
cool. I think that looks neat.
who's that fucking? I'm trying to think of the superhero guy. Uh, there's tons of them that
Mm,
got the thing going on, where it's just
I'm not
gray
sure.
on the sides. But I don't understand that the question is like, what would be better? I could just take care of this as an inconvenience, or now I'm forced into a situation. That's not a question. That's stupid.
It's a pretty dumb question. I do agree with you there.
Neither is like fucking ideal, but it's like, what would be better to have one leg or no legs? Clearly, I'll stick with at least one.
Yeah, that would be nice. Then at least you can hop around.
Stupid question. People that listen to the show are so fucking dumb. I hope that you go
I
gray and bald, and I hope that you go gray and bald, and your skin falls off too. You fucking dumb shit.
Well, I for one like our listeners.
I
And I think they're obviously very smart for choosing us as their podcast to listen
well,
to
I
today.
want to see this fucking hair now too. See if is it his hair?
It's in the Discord. Go in the Dear Abby. It's his
Ugh.
hair. Just scroll up a little bit.
Um, that's not even fucking that. What the fuck are you
There's a
talking
bunch of
about?
gray hairs in there. Look
Yeah,
closer.
yeah,
There's a
I
bunch of
see.
gray hairs. You could see it.
That's
And
not.
that's just the beginning.
Yeah,
It's gonna take over soon.
yeah, and then you're just gonna have gray hair. Who cares? That's
I think it's
crazy.
fine.
It's a stupid question. I like
Like,
that
what
guy
if
too.
both happen?
I like that guy too. That's the shitty part. Well, if both happen, then you just fucking then you're definitely out of luck, or you just shave your head, or you get a piece. Actually, I don't think people
Just
do that anymore.
shave.
I think that you can
Yeah,
get
just shave.
plugs, get hair plugs, or
Yeah, but you have to take that from like the back and stuff, and they don't always
wouldn't know.
stay. So it's like expensive and a surgery for like something that might just fall out again. Because there's a reason your hair fell out in that pattern and didn't grow back in the first place.
I don't think
So I
that's.
feel like toupees should be a thing again. Why not?
I think they are, but I think they're also they'll do like the thing Trump got, where instead of balding, they like remove that piece of your fucking scalp and then like pull it.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
why his hair is like that.
Ugh, it's
It's all his natural hair. He's just missing the part where it was balding.
that sounds gross.
Well, yeah, it ain't great, and plus he got it. I mean, God knows how fucking long ago. So it's like it wasn't, one of the first. It was like one of the first ones that they did.
Oh yeah, that's always terrible.
Yeah, you don't want to be
Oh,
the first one of those.
no, I won't say what it was, but I had like one of the first of a certain type of like surgery and thing, and it is yes shit what they gave me instead
Is
of like
that?
what happened like 6 years later.
I mean, you realize
It
what
was
every.
not. It was not a trans thing. I saw that face. I know what you're thinking. That's not what I'm talking
That's what
about. Just
everybody.
saying.
That's what everybody was thinking, and now it's on the record.
Damn it. And I can't explain that away without saying what it is, but I think there might be a news article about it.
First
So I can't do
trans
that.
woman created. Good
It's an
work.
organ.
Good
But
work.
no, because that is.
Yeah.
Damn it. Damn it. Okay, dear Abby, how do I commit murder and get away with it? We can't answer that.
You don't get away with it. I mean, you be a fucking Clinton. I don't know.
Oh yeah, you'd have to be really rich and powerful, I would think. But I'm sorry, I don't know if we can legally answer that.
Well, and I don't know. I don't know how to do that anyway.
How to kill people? Me either.
You don't get away with it. You gotta be
No.
fucking crazy rich.
It's got to be really hard to now because they've got like super advanced DNA tests and fingerprinting and all that.
And cameras everywhere, and it's your cell
Yeah.
phone, GPS fucking shit all the time. I mean,
Yeah, you can't just do that anymore.
no. I mean, I'm sure people still do, but like, no, I think that's probably just more luck than anything. Like, you ain't getting away with it. Gotta
Mm-mm.
join the police force and be like, he's coming right at me. Like, that's the only, and
Oh,
even
there you
then,
go.
you still get, screwed depending on if it's an election year or not. So,
Yeah. Well, and who it is,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Got to be very selective there.
yeah. So you're out of luck.
Dear Abby, what's your favorite Halloween movie? That would be The Nightmare Before Christmas. Thank you for asking.
I don't think that that's what he meant. I think I know who this is, and it's Halloween 1 or 2 and not Halloween 4.
You don't know who this is.
Why were they asking gay ass Halloween questions in
Because we were
March?
talking about how much I love Nightmare Before Christmas the other day.
Oh, well, Halloween's gay.
Okay, well, there you go, people. Halloween is gay.
It's a stupid holiday. Kids don't even trick or treat anymore. I've already been over this.
I like Halloween. I like
Yeah.
Halloween quite a bit because you could just dress up all silly. And like Halloween is like my day because I just wear what I would normally wear, but like other people are too.
Oh, you're
And
so
it's
cool.
nice.
You're so
It's
cool.
like, I don't,
You're so
well, no.
cool. You're sweet
I
fucking.
get to be one of the cool guys on that
Oh,
day
so
because I'm like
cool.
dressed like other people.
So cool. Nightmare Before Christmas. Shit sucks. Nightmare Before Christmas is so
I'm not
gay.
saying it because I think everyone's going to think I'm cool. Do you think that's what I do on this show? Do you
Yes.
think the things I say on this show I say because I think everyone's going to think I'm like the coolest person ever?
Yes.
Or do you think I'm being self-effacing and like giving people reasons to laugh at me because it's fun for the show and it's good content? Which one do you think is more likely
I
on a
think
comedy podcast?
I think that for a girl, I think that you think people think you're cool.
Only weirdos think I'm cool.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at least we can both agree on that.
Yeah.
Nightmare
Okay,
Before
we're gonna.
Christmas. Oh, it's so cool. Nightmare Before
It's
Christmas.
cute. It's a cute. I like musicals, okay? And it's nostalgic and it's also a Christmas movie.
Yeah, but there's way better Christmas movies, and Christmas is the better holiday. And you actually, I think, are going to hell because you like Halloween more than Christmas.
I'm probably going to hell for a lot of things.
There you go. Not me though.
No, you'll be just fine.
I think
If
so.
you don't believe it, it's not real, right? Is that what you think?
No, I'm just pretty sure that like when I show up, they'll be like,
Mm.
"Here he is! Hell yeah!" And it'll be like, "What's up? Everybody, calm down. It's cool."
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it's gonna be like.
They are, and then they're gonna be like, "Fucking cue the trumpets! Bryden's here."
St. Peter just comes and does one of those cool black people handshakes.
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, gotta get the party started now."
He's like, "My main man, bro, dog." That's what
I
he'll
don't
do.
think that's gonna happen.
I'll be like, "I got a cool beard, but your beard's the coolest." I'll be like, "Hey, all up to you,
Yours is
Big
weird.
G."
Also, it's all
how's it-
short now. You
Yeah,
trimmed it.
I did trim it. I'm growing it out differently. It,
Oh, I see. That was smart because it looked really weird
it looked awesome before.
Just kind of like trashy,
Yeah, it looks sweet as fuck before.
like a billy goat.
Yeah, it looks sweet as fuck, and it'll be similar to that. Just, I'm working things out. I'm accumulating.
Facial hair,
Yeah, basically.
but only in certain places.
Yes. Well, yeah, because you got to keep there's shaping going on. There's a lot. There's a lot. I got
Mm-hmm.
big plans.
It's not that there's spots where you can't grow.
Well, that has a little bit to do with it. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I got a couple
Influences your choices a little bit.
Big patches over here. Where,
Big patches.
Big patches that just I don't know. I must have injured myself as a kid or something because
I don't know.
they are. I don't know why it's like scarred. It's maybe where my mother used to grab me by my face like that.
Probably. That's probably what it is.
It kind of
Child abuse.
does kind of look like a hand.
Oh my god. Your mother disfigured you
Maybe.
as a child.
She might have. It might have been the just shake. I mean, I probably deserved it, but it's like long-term
definitely.
effects are not emotional. They're just more I can't grow a beard the way I'd like.
You deserve it.
I mean, because if it was up to me, I would look like Jim Morrison later in his life at this point. Just the aviators, long hair, beard. That would rule. That's what I've wanted to do my whole life. Just get all fat and aviators and fucking.
What a dream to have. To get fat with lazy facial hair and
Yeah.
sunglasses.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That's real impressive.
No, it's not to impress anybody. That's when like everybody would know that time has passed and that I have done all that I can do and all that I will do. And I just
That you've given up.
not giving up in a cool artistic way.
Oh, right.
Yeah, not in like a lazy way, like a cool way.
I don't think that counts if you're not a famous man.
I'm a famous man. I'm famous in my own right.
You're doing so good.
I am doing surprisingly well.
Yeah, you're not getting barked at, okay? I'm more famous than you are.
I don't
I
think
got people shouting my name in the streets. I mean, it's not really my name, but
is that.
it's good enough.
Did you, in your dog brain, you translated that into your name? I mean, was it a...
No, I mean, how are they gonna know my name? All they see is that I'm Beetlejuice.
All they saw was that you're a fucking dog, so they barked at you.
That's fair. That did happen.
Well,
Let's not dwell on this too much.
okay. Just saying, I don't think there's really much to be proud of. Is that you look
I
so
wasn't proud of it. It's a
fucking-
funny story. What is wrong with your brain? You are stupid.
I guess at least I'm,
Just like that fucking waiter. You are an idiot.
Yeah, at least I'm not on TV on the radio bragging about being mean to waiters.
Yeah, well, he deserved it.
And then I told her
He was literally asking for it. He was literally asking for it, not figuratively, literally.
I was so funny when I told this bit that I had about why I don't eat calamari,
you know what?
and then I was a dick to the
fine.
waiter.
Fine. You know what? He thought it was funny.
Oh, you mean the guy that works for tips? You laughed at it?
Damn it. You always have something. You always have some stupid freaking retort. You can't just let me be delusional. That's your problem.
Yeah.
Okay? Other people, they let me be as delusional as I want. And you just don't play fair.
You don't even have retorts. You just have retards.
That was a pretty good one.
Yep, always is. It
Okay,
always
we're moving on.
is.
Moving on to our Reddit advice segment now. Do. Yeah, you look annoyed and bored.
Well, it's not even just that. It's just that I got a sinus infection.
Oh, do you have a neti pot?
Yeah, I've been using that, but it's hard to get everything through, and it just it just hurts. So I'm thinking,
That pressure is terrible.
yeah, I'm thinking what I'll do is I'm gonna get a balloon, throw it up the nostril under there, right? I start
Okay.
blowing on the balloon, and then that should at least. I feel like if it wants to pressure me, I'll pressure it back.
Yeah, you know what? I think that's a great idea. That's what I would advise to you
Yeah,
do.
seems like a plan
I'm
to
sure
me.
that'll go great.
It's a plan. I'm sure somebody in medieval times, as soon as they had balloons, they were like, put one up a guy's nose.
I don't think they had like latex back then.
Yeah, but they had balloons before they had latex.
What did they make? Well, there was like paper lanterns in China, and then like cloth balloons. You could do what?
Sheepskin.
Like waxed cloth? Yeah.
Like animal skin. You could do that.
That would be a lot harder to fold up and fit in there, Bryden. I don't know.
Well, I don't think that they were necessarily gentle with medicine back then.
Well, that's a good point. You know, I think there's a lot to be said for bleeding people, actually, while we're on the topic. Because it's like your body's just going to produce more blood. So whatever yucky stuff was in your blood is gone, and then you have brand new blood.
That's not.
Like
Nope.
leeches and things.
Nope.
That's how it works, because your body has to produce more blood to make up the volume. And so that's fresh new blood.
Oh,
No?
not even a little bit.
It just never refreshes?
It
So like every time I get a
refreshes,
cut, I'm depleting the supply? What do you mean?
but I mean that the yucky stuff, it just lives in the blood. It doesn't. It's coming from elsewhere.
It's filtering out.
It's not. Not even a little bit.
Okay, are you going to argue with centuries worth of medicine,
Yeah.
Bryden?
Yeah. Yeah. I am. I will not. I will not argue against lobotomies for some people, though.
Lobotomies are so messed up. I
I
get
think they're
really
awesome.
sad when I think about lobotomies because, like, there were so many housewives who were
Yeah.
just like getting slightly uppity, and then they would take them in and get them a lobotomy, and then they're just like retard zombies.
So no change.
And no, I guess they were less uppity at
Yeah.
least. I mean, it did the job.
I mean, fuck a
But
lobotomy.
like,
That
can
could.
you imagine
No.
if I was alive during that time? I would have gotten a lobotomy years ago. They would have forced that on me so fast.
Yeah, that would have been pretty cool.
Then you wouldn't have a podcast.
Oh, I'd have a podcast. You just wouldn't be on it.
Well,
What
not
are
a
you
good
talking
one,
about? What are you fucking
you
talking
wouldn't
about?
have this show with me.
Sure.
And that's fine with you.
Yeah.
Why are we here?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm just trying to get you a lobotomy.
Thank you. I probably would be a lot happier, honestly.
100%. That's why I'm for lobotomies. It seems like people are just a lot fucking happier if they're retarded. Like, if there was a pill that made people retarded, like, that'd solve a lot of problems for a ton of people.
I mean, to some extent, SSRIs do a similar thing. They make you kind of like zombified so that you're not too uppity anymore, not too sad or excitable.
Yeah, but they have a side effect of making people go on mass shooting sprees.
Yeah, that's the problem, honestly.
It's a big
I
one.
don't think lobotomized women did that.
I don't think lobotomized men did that.
Yeah. Well, they didn't really lobotomize very many men.
They lobotomized a few.
Not as many.
Yeah.
It was not like the trend was get your wife a lobotomy.
Which is such a cool trend.
Or
That is awesome. We gotta
like
bring
your
that back.
daughter who's
Yeah.
not married yet, you know, like
Bring it back. I mean, these were also, by the way, it's not like they were all innocent babies. A lot of these motherfuckers were like schizophrenics and shit like that, and they didn't know what to do, so they're like, I don't know, fucking lobotomy.
yeah, some of them were, but that was not the extent of it. Like they were doing it for like quote hysteria, which is a woman being mildly hormonal
Dude,
and emotional.
it always comes back to you being some dumb cunt feminist Democrat woman, all right? Like, the majority of people that got lobotomies, they just didn't know what else to do with them because they were all fucked up. It's not like every time a woman had her
No.
period, they were like, to lobotomy time! This is how it
I mean,
is in
some
Abby's
did.
history!
Some people did.
Oh my
It did
God.
happen to innocent women who were not schizophrenic.
Sure, fine, okay. And
That was a thing. That was a real trend
yep,
that happened. It's documented.
your feminist
Rosemary
bullshit.
Kennedy. It's
Just-
like a
she
famous
needed
example.
it. She was crazy.
She needed to get an ice pick shoved through her eyeball.
I guess, yeah, she was fine afterwards.
That was fine. That's fine. That's just fine. That's not. Okay. Anyway, what we have to get into our
Listen,
Reddit advice, so-
that. By the way, that is like a graceful fucking fate for a Kennedy.
That's fair. It is a little bit better than getting your back of your head blown out.
Yeah, or you could be like RFK Jr. You talk like this the rest of your life. I still think you're gonna run for president. I think it's hell
Voice
fucking
is
gross.
bad.
Yeah, it's terrible. I mean, it's not his fault,
He's
but I don't give a shit. He's an evil
No.
man.
I don't think he can ever be elected just because of his voice. Honestly, it just sounds sick. You know,
Well, he's a fucking insane person. If you
Well, who isn't?
me,
Okay. Just totally normal,
Yes.
even-keeled Bryden.
yes.
The most normal man in the world.
The
Bryden.
only that's what they call me.
The most middle of the road, average, uninteresting man in the world. Bryden.
Not uninteresting. Normal. I'm just normal.
You're not.
I wouldn't get a lobotomy.
Yeah, nobody would give you a lobotomy because you're a man.
No.
Stop burping. Stop it. You deserve a lobotomy because you just can't control your bodily functions.
Oh no, I can control them perfectly well.
Just timing it perfectly.
Yes.
Goodness gracious.
And then there
All
was
right.
one time I was taking a shower and I was sick and I farted And then I like looked down and it was
Okay,
like yellow water, and I was like, oh no. Yeah,
no. We're not doing that. That's terrible.
it was
And
bad.
why are you doing
It
this?
was pretty bad because I remember it. I was like, oh, I felt I was sick, and then I felt even worse because I was like,
Oh my
pooping.
god. Okay. From r/true off my chest. I tricked my wife into a healthier lifestyle so I could have more frequent sex.
Okay, this sounds great.
My wife and I used to frequently, but over time her libido just died. Coincidentally, it happened after she gained some weight. I don't really care about the weight gain. She still looked cute while a bit chubby. That being said, I wanted to have more sex. So I figured I'd kill a few birds with one stone by helping her lose weight and gain confidence and hopefully get laid more over it. Small things. Anytime she asked me to bring her a soda or something, I'd grab a diet version and pour it into a cup for her instead of handing her the can. First of all, there's no way she can't tell the
Yeah,
difference.
that's the first thing I was thinking was like,
You think
that's
she didn't know that? She knew.
you could put fucking whiskey in it and you're still gonna know.
Yeah. Buying less garbage foods to snack on, suggesting we take dates at places where lots of walking is required. From there, I complimented her more and more, which I always did anyway, just more than usual, and it seemed to inspire her to lose weight on her own merit. Eventually, I started to see not just her libido returning, but her drive to go back to college.
Oh no.
That's. Ooh,
Oh no.
whoops.
Yeah.
Made a mistake there,
You
man.
gone too far. This was working out so well. Now it's out of your hands. She's a lesbian now.
Aren't we all? Sure, I may be an asshole for tricking her for such a reason, but whatever. I'm just glad things are not just back to normal, but even better than prior. And yes, I got what I initially craved. The reason I brought this in is because I think it's great.
Dude, what's wrong with it?
You didn't, well, that's why I wanted to talk about it. It's just like, yeah, this is wonderful. This is great. This is great way to handle it. If your wife is gaining a little bit of weight, or if she had a baby and hasn't lost the baby weight yet, instead of like telling her she needs to lose weight, which will make her feel unattractive, which will make her libido go down even more. Like, obviously, that's not going to ever help you with that. You just doing little things that helped her and encouraging her, and she just did it on her own with your encouragement. It's genius. You tricked her, but whatever. It's with love, and she knows that you were doing it. There's no way she couldn't tell that those were Diet Cokes. Like, she knows that you were doing it, so it's fine. It's
The only
great. It's wonderful. And this is more, I read this as advice to our listeners, this post.
Yeah, all you fat fucks.
All of your fat wives can be saved. Just be careful, because if you go too far, she'll go to college.
Yeah. See, but I think, I mean, you could. There's other ways that you could do that are, more fun. Like constantly insult her, and then that way, like when she feels the worst about herself, that's when you can start get her to do like really weird stuff.
Okay, no. Only in a man's sick, twisted mind would that encourage a woman to do anything but resent you
Nah, see, because then
and feel gross when she's with you. This man made her feel good when she's with him, and good when she's losing weight, and good when she's going on. Like, this is great, okay? This is all positive vibes. What you're talking about is the opposite and would make your life worse.
No, it'll make your life better. So, I
Yeah,
mean, here's the
until
thing.
she just leaves you and you're like, why did she do that?
Oh
I
no,
never saw it coming.
you'll
Oh
know.
no, she's taking the children.
Oh, if you have kids, then this advice is like not for you at all. I mean, like your life's already over. Why are you listening to podcasts? Don't you have children to raise?
It's retarded.
That's not retarded. Like, why are you?
You
Why are
can
you
listen to podcasts while you raise the children.
Oh yeah, if you want to raise kids like Abby raises kids.
Yeah, I'm a great mom.
That's not true. Where are your children now?
They're not here. I don't know where they are, actually. I have no idea what could be happening to them. I handed them off to someone else for a few days because I'm going somewhere.
Good work.
I don't see how that's relevant
Yeah.
to any of this. I think they might be doing something fun right now.
Yeah. So good work there. Mom of the
They're
fucking
having a
year.
sleepover. It's great.
Yeah. They're going camping. They're just outside.
That's
Good
what
word.
backyards are for.
Yeah.
There's a doghouse out there.
Yeah. No, mom of the fucking year, dude. You really.
There's actually not a doghouse out there.
Well, I mean, you're not a good mom. I didn't expect you to be a good dog owner.
He sleeps inside. What does he need a doghouse for?
I don't know, he needs his own space.
You see, that's what I keep saying, but my husband's like, he doesn't need a house. And I'm like, yeah, but we could have him a cute little house. It's like we could paint it.
Well, the thing is, as soon as you get him a doghouse, he's not going to use it at all.
No, he hates it. Like, I've gotten him like a canvas one and a plastic one. He ate the plastic one and just like, I don't know. He was like charging at the canvas one and it ripped.
Okay.
I don't know why he did that. He's a pug. They're supposed to be calm.
They're stupid dogs. I hate pugs. They're an
They're really
abomination
dumb,
of.
and they stink.
Yeah, they're ugly and they make.
I think he's cute.
They're terrible.
Why are you making these noises?
Because that's the noises pugs make.
That's the noises you make, clearly.
That's the noises pugs make. They're fucking terrible.
If you were gonna bark at a woman, that's what you would sound like. It's embarrassing, really.
They stink as dogs. They're terrible dogs. They're ugly. They got eyes bulging out of the fucking sides of their head. It's like two fucking shitty marbles, and one of them gets glaucoma by the age of 3. Like, it's just shitty dogs. You got to put them all down, dude. Like, I mean, for
They're
real.
terrible dogs. There's like certain breeds of dogs that should be sterilized as a rule for their own good. Like you can have your dog, but it can't have any babies. You know, like pit bulls, chihuahuas, and like pugs and other types of dogs that have like legit disabilities and stuff from just having been bred that way. Like how Pomeranians, their eyes can pop out of their head. Oh my gosh. We very briefly had a Pomeranian. We got rid of that dog fast because that is horrifying for children to see.
I didn't know their eyes could pop out of their heads. They are
You have to
yappy dogs.
put them back in.
I can't.
They get too excited or scared, and they just get so excited that it's just like the pressure just shoots them out. And they're like attached, so you have to put them back in.
How do you put them
Right.
back in?
You have to put you just put them back in. You just do it. You just pop them back in.
You don't have to go. I mean, you don't have to go to the vet.
No, you just pop them. I'm telling you, it's a thing that happens.
So, like, Paris Hilton's dog.
Yeah,
Eye
she has to
pops
pop
out.
those eyeballs back in.
I hate that.
Yeah.
I didn't know the Pomeranians fucking had that problem. I knew like some dogs did. I knew Pomeranians had them. You can't have things like that. Like any animal whose eyes pop out of its head is not some type of a self-defense mechanism. That's like it's broken and you stop making them. It's a defective.
Yeah.
You don't make it anymore.
Yeah. I mean, I know pugs were bred like they are for a specific aesthetic reason, right? It's not because they thought the scrunchy face would be cute. It's because those wrinkles on the forehead, they were trying to get them to make the Chinese character for Prince because it was like a dog for royalty. Like it was the royals that had these little dogs that aren't like work dogs.
Well, I didn't know that. That's even worse.
They're the little Prince dog. Yeah.
That sucks.
Isn't that a weird thing to try to do?
And
Trying to make it happen. It's simple for Prince and it's for. How do you even like conceive of that idea? Like, yeah, surely we can do this.
yeah, but I'm just thinking. I mean, really, like, I didn't know pugs were from China, but it makes a ton of sense. They're fucking
They look
broken.
like old Chinese men.
This is a piece of shit broken dog that's made in China. Cool. Okay. Good work, China. Fucking unleashing that fucking dumbass animal onto the world.
Yep. Of course, I have a Chinese dog because it's spying on me for the Chinese government.
That stinks. It stinks. I hate that. I just want you, when you see your dog, just use your dog language and telepathically speak to it. Let it know that I don't care for it.
Okay, I'll tell it that you said you hate him.
Yeah,
That's fine.
yeah.
He's too dumb to understand the telepathy, okay?
I don't know. I mean, there's something going on in that big giant fucking head of theirs.
The worst part about him, though, is like his teeth are all messed up. So if he was
Yeah.
ever put in a self-defense situation, he can't even bite. Like that's why they're such good family dogs, is because like their mouth is so fucked up that they can't even effectively like harm a child ever, even if they wanted to.
I don't
So
believe
it's
that.
like, well, mine can't. Like like his teeth are like all like weird and like not all there and like crooked and stuff. Like it's not an effective bite at all. Like they cannot defend themselves.
I almost guarantee that a pug could still take a chunk out of a toddler.
I don't think so. They could claw them up though. Their
Hold on.
nails grow
Well, we're fucking Googling it.
fast.
Pug attacks toddler.
Did you find anything?
Uh,
There's no way.
let's see. It's just giving me a whole bunch of dog attacks, and those are fucking constant dog attacks. Don't let a 2-year-old around any type of dog. It's all of these
No,
are
yeah.
2-year-old dog, 2-year-old dog, 2-year-old dog.
Yeah. Well, and it's not even just like the biting or the scratching, right? So I have a pug. When the pug was a puppy and I had a 2-year-old, it would get too excited and want to play with the 2-year-old and knock him on the ground. And like, what if he hit his head or something? Like,
Yeah.
even just that is not safe. The dog wasn't trying to hurt him. He wanted to play, but he's knocking him down all the time. So I had to trade him out of that. It's terrible.
Yeah. Well, I mean, also, just for the record, I have started. I found a new thing that pisses off women on the internet, and it's
What?
finding pug owners and just going on and on about how they're an affront to God. And
No, what a good strategy would be is like, does it make you happy to watch him struggling to breathe
yeah,
and like struggling to walk around? Like, does that fill you with joy?
I don't. I don't even have
He's
to
in
do that.
pain and misery.
You don't even have to do that. It's just not even that
Yeah.
complex. The best the best thing you can do is just plant a couple seeds about
Yeah. Well, the thing about me is I'm fine with my dog being an abomination. He's fixed. He's not having any more babies.
anymore.
No babies. I got it fixed when he was a baby.
So
They told me it would calm him down. I don't think it really changed anything.
it might have. He could have been a real piece of shit.
I mean, he was a piece of shit before and after.
Yeah,
Like,
could be worse.
it was training that made it stop.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, let's do another story before we run out of time here. This is a little bit of a short one. I told my girlfriend I used to be an incel, and she wants me to do volunteer work as
What?
reparation.
What? What is that? What does that mean?
Well, let me continue.
It's time to go back to the incel life, because otherwise, if you do that shit, you're just a fag.
Yeah, I mean, it basically makes you an incel again. Like, no one respects anyone who would do that when told
Like,
to.
is it better to be a fucking incel or some pussy whipped bitch?
That's a good question.
I mean, that's crazy. There better be more of what he said. And what community work? What, he has to go out there and have sex with men? I don't understand what the point. what the volunteer work?
Well,
For the love of fucking Christ. Everybody but me's an asshole.
and this is from r/incel exit. I don't think I said that.
What the fuck is incel exit?
Exit? It's like ex-incels. Like they're trying to not be incels anymore, and they're talking about like how they're not incels anymore and they're dating now. And
How
stuff.
is this? So it's like a self-help thing where people were like, I took a shower and started talking to women.
Yeah, and like learned how to talk to women, basically.
You bark at them. I mean, obviously.
Wait, clearly that's what you do. I had to explain what incel means. I told her that I used to be clueless about body language and flirting, which made me really bad at dating, and I started to look for reasons, but to exonerate myself from fault, that I thought I was single because women had unrealistic standards and all that nonsense.
That's
But
not
through
that's not necessarily fucking nonsense. So, how old is
it
this guy?
depends. Women do not have unrealistic standards, okay? Just because the average man is not reaching the standards doesn't mean the standards are unrealistic. It means men are shitty.
Not all of them.
No, not all of them. That's why men still get married all the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, like the incel thing, like a lot of them, I think they've got some unrealistic standards. But there's a lot of women that have totally unrealistic standards. Women like
But that definitely exists, but
that
I
are-
don't think it's across the board.
that it is.
Because there's a ton of women who put up with a lot of shit.
Uh-huh.
Bad behavior.
Sure. Okay.
That's
okay.
not.
Bad behavior.
And ugly men.
Yeah, the men being ugly thing. Yeah, that happens all the time. But you know what those men do? They bring something to the table. They're funny or like talented or got money.
Yeah,
or
absolutely.
all kinds of shit. What do women typically bring to the table? Not a lot.
I don't know. Like, if you're in a situation, Bryden, where you're asking, what do you bring to the table? Then you obviously don't like that woman. Like, the whole point of dating is, like, okay, you ask a woman out on a date, you are chasing her, okay? You are pursuing her. You don't ask a woman out on a date and go, what do you bring to the table?
What do you do?
What are you here for? You're the one pursuing. That's how courting works.
Oh,
It's
okay.
retarded.
Oh,
It
okay,
makes
I
no
see.
sense. If you think that this woman is not attractive enough for you and you don't enjoy her company, then don't ask her out.
Okay. Yeah. That's a cool. I just want everybody to know that that's recorded, and please put that out onto the damn internet, as we are doing now.
What problems? do you
Somebody
have
get a
with
hold
this?
of the Whatever podcast, please, and have Abby's feminist
No.
ass on there.
They won't let me on if I don't do video because they want women to be like, and also they make you fly out. I'm
Well,
not doing that.
I'd fucking pay for it, dude. Just
I'm
to
not
watch
doing it.
that,
I'm not gonna-
just to watch that dumb faggot who runs that podcast call you a bitch. That would rule.
You call me a bitch, that doesn't make him right.
Yeah, it does. But look, those incel guys, their thing is like it's hard to find women because they're like, I can find a better man than that. These guys are also untalented, no money, anything. That's why they got no bitches.
They're
But
not attractive.
to think, yeah, that's true too.
Like, and
but-
I don't mean physically. I mean like across the board generally.
Sure,
Like
and-
that's the reason.
And I can agree, and I can totally agree with that. Those guys are fucking weird, and you should quit being weird. But I think that a woman has to bring nothing to the table besides, well, you asked me out. Is
What
crazy.
do you want a woman for? What do you want a woman for? What do you want her to do? What are you pursuing the woman
They've
for?
got to be like fun to be around. They got to like not
Okay.
just take.
Okay,
And that's
so
what you're
being
saying. It's,
fun to be
"You're
around, that's
pursuing
something you
me."
find out over the course of a date. That's something you demand someone
Sure.
tell you.
Sure,
That's
let's-
retarded. That's not how you find that out.
Yeah. Let's.
I'm not saying that women should bring
in
nothing
this-
to the table. I'm saying it's a retarded question.
It's not.
Because you are pursuing her. The whole point of taking her on a date is to impress her so that she will want to date you, possibly.
Oh man.
It's not. We don't. Gender equality is not real, Bryden.
Sure.
Do you know that?
Men are better than women. I'm totally aware.
Oh my God, who are you, Dick Masterson? All of a sudden,
No.
he wrote a book called "Men Are Better Than Women."
Oh.
That's what he's famous for.
Well, I don't know. I just knew he went on Dr. Phil
Because of
in
his
the
book, "Men Are Better
90s.
Than Women."
In the fucking 90s with some played out shit. I'm sure he's probably funny.
I don't think
but-
it was played out at the time.
Everybody, listen, what is a joke back then is just the facts now. Men are better than women.
In certain ways, sure.
In ways
Because
that
we're not-
matter.
Because gender equality is not real.
I agree.
Not everything is all
Men
equitable and blah blah blah.
Are fucking superior to women. In every way. Let's go, fellas. Woo! Dudes. Always
Sure,
keeping the
let's go with
bitches
that.
down.
So say you
Patriarchy.
are.
We
Say-
need it
say
now.
You're better, okay? So better in your compassion
Yes.
and your generosity.
Yes.
Then you wouldn't be phrasing it in this way or demanding a woman tell you what she brings to the table.
Yes, I would. It's a
That's
business
not
relationship.
how that works.
It's a
It's not
business
a business
relationship.
relationship. That's retarded. We're talking about love. We're talking about love. Okay, that's real mature. Where was I?
Abby, I got a question.
No.
What did you bring to
What?
the table besides pregnant?
I am okay. I'll tell you what my husband says. He says that I am hot and I'm cool and I'm funny and he likes the way I talk.
And then, wait. Is that what he said after after the podcast sometime? And then you were feeling real down about yourself, and then you were like, "Say something nice to me."
No, that's
Maybe.
what he texts me randomly. Sometimes he just texts me randomly when he's away from me and he says, "I'm happy because my wife is hot."
Yeah. And then he's like, "Sorry, wrong number."
I'm not wrong about the things I'm saying.
Yeah, you are.
You're just an asshole.
Yeah, that might be true. We're better at that
Because
too.
I'm coming from a place of wanting to heal the divide. Okay, I want people to be kind and love each other, and you're just like, nah.
I want the fellas to rise up. Rise up, fellas. Stomp these bitches. Let's build a giant mech suit and stomp on these hoes.
He's a Power Ranger now.
Yeah. Go, go, patriarchy. Let's smash all these bitches.
Can someone clip that for me?
Good.
Okay, where was I? But through therapy and other resources like this sub, I was able to understand that I was going with this the wrong way, but now I am in the process of getting better. That entire paragraph, by the way, was a run-on sentence with commas and like but and, so that stuff. That was really horrible.
So he's dumb then.
Yeah. So she asked for a kind of proof
What?
that he's done being an incel.
Wait,
And he regrets it.
Something.
It's as if he committed a crime.
Yeah, but also it's something she didn't know existed that he told her about, and she's like, "Well, you have to do things to prove you're not that, even though I just learned that you told me about this thing that you were that just happened." It's like, buddy, it's time for you to.
Well, that's the thing is that the media has decided that incels are like terrorists, basically, in some
couple of them.
areas. Because it's like, yeah, like the idea of an incel at this point, it's like become synonymous with school shooter.
Wait, the guitarist or the
like these are no. School shooter, by the way, was great. Negative XP, not so much.
I like
I'm just
negative
putting that
XP.
out
I got
there.
a negative XP shirt.
It's not very good. I'm
like it.
sorry.
I like
He was
it.
better. It was better when he was getting visits from the FBI regularly, and that was true from the heart stuff, And I listen to it all the time. Like it's on my main playlist on my phone.
Oh, man.
It's called Vibes, and I've got like 4 of his songs on there, but only school shooter ones.
I mean, negative XP is good. School shooter, I guess. I just still call it
Negative
shooter.
XP is gay crap.
I don't know.
Gay.
I wouldn't
Pansy.
say I listen to
Watered
that
down.
every day, but he's a good guy. I haven't talked to him for
I know
probably
you have.
10 years. No, he hadn't been 10 years.
It hasn't been that long.
No, probably what? When was 2018? 2019? When was that?
5 years ago.
That's it's about the same thing. You're turning
5 and 10 years,
Fi-
totally different.
Well, listen, you're turning 30 soon. Then you'll know. 5 and 10 years is basically the same fucking thing.
That's why I'm going in the casket.
Yeah.
It's done now.
What if that whole
But
thing
yeah, I think this
is a
Oh, what?
trick? What if that whole thing is a trick? And then you go out there and they're like, look at the casket they got for you. And then I come out and I go, I told you it was a cult. Cry dogs. Get the nails.
Oh no.
And we get all this candles.
At this point, that would make as much sense as anything else that has happened in that place with those people.
Yeah. And
I
then,
don't see why it wouldn't.
then you'll know. It's like it really was meth. Why do you think I have a sinus infection? Papa's got to get a taste too.
But okay, but It's you. You did this to me this whole time. Where was I? Oh yeah. But I think the point of the wanting him to like make up for it is just that perception that these guys are like doing bad things, and incel means that you're like committing crimes or something. Like I don't understand.
They're not committing
Like
crimes.
being mean to women.
Being mean to women is not
Which
a crime.
a lot of them are very mean to women,
Oh.
but this guy didn't say that was mean to
Uh,
women. But I'm sure he was. I don't know.
we're putting out merch, and I need to get a shirt that says being mean to women is not a crime. Like the old skateboarding is not a crime
really
shit.
good.
Being mean to women is
good.
not a crime.
I like it actually. we do have to do merch because
For
there's
who?
we I think I know someone that would buy it. We could get a couple shirts sold.
Whatever. Good. Why don't instead, if you guys are really die-hard fans, why don't you join our contest? Text me your credit card, and remember those 3 cool numbers on the back. Don't forget those, and otherwise your entry is invalid. For the new merch.
Who do they win?
A
the
new
new merch.
A new being mean to women is not a crime shirt. But you are disqualified if you have any type of access to or any alerts on your phone for charges
Credit card use
in Florida.
All right. So she asked for a kind of proof. She wants me to do volunteer work with her at a community kitchen that feeds the homeless and at a nursing home, not only to help me get out of my own head, but to meet different people and be even more aware of how many different circumstances there is.
Wait. Hold on again. What does she mean different people and how many different types of old people and homeless people?
Yeah, it's really dumb. I don't understand how that would help with anything.
Like that's
2 types of people. That's not like a lot of different types of people. I promise you, that is 2 types of people. Do you think there's a lot of variety among senior citizens and homeless people?
I mean, sure, but not.
I mean, even those 2 groups can be very similar in some ways.
Right.
Like, it's not a lot of variety going on here. I don't know, man.
Have you ever met the mentally ill? Here you go.
See, that is the thing about the stopping of the lobotomies is a lot of the people that would have gotten one are now just homeless on the street.
Yeah,
and harming people.
They're stabbing. They're doing a lot of those.
Doing stabbing. It's really sad.
They love stabbing.
You know, the state of the country. I know people usually come here to ask for help or advice, but I thought it would be interesting to share my experience of getting out of the inceldom. Thanks for reading. So.
That whole subreddit sucks dick, and
Yeah, it sounds.
I can't wait to go on there and get banned immediately.
I mean, this guy did get a girlfriend, but like, do you really want this kind of girlfriend?
No, she sounds like a stupid
Like,
ass.
oh my god, why did you even tell her? First of all, like, why are you telling people this? Like, that's an embarrassing thing to tell people. That not that you haven't had a girlfriend before. If you had said, you're my first girlfriend, or like I'm not very experienced in dating, like that's a completely different situation than I was an incel. Well, why are you saying that to anyone, much less a woman that you're dating? That's really gay and dumb.
I think a lot of these guys, I mean, they have zero fucking experience with women or people, so they're just like, I was an incel. Like they ran out of stuff to talk about after they opened up their last Pokemon booster pack.
It's just not an appropriate thing to talk about outside of your little communities. Like, you shouldn't call yourself that in the first place.
Nah, it's
much
weird.
less to normal people.
I always thought that was a little weird.
Just freaking weirdos.
Just be like, oh yeah, well I get to know pussy. Like, okay.
Oh my god. Yeah, I wonder why. I wonder why you're going around telling girls that you're an incel.
Dude.
What the hell is wrong with you?
But the thing is, to their credit of their ideology, if like a young Ryan Gosling looking dude went up to the bar and just sat next to a lady and was like, so, in case you didn't notice, I'm an incel, they would go, really? Tell me more. What does that mean?
I don't know that it's like, can you say a different word though? Like, can you just say that you're a virgin or that you don't date or something? Like, It's really bad to call yourself that. But if literally Ryan Gosling was there, then sure,
He's
that would be fine.
so, how are you ladies tonight? You may not know this about me, but I'm an incel. They would-
Actually, okay, you know what? Forget everything I said because I kind of want them to do that now because that's hilarious, actually.
You could fucking pull it off. Young me could have pulled it off. You could, not so much now. I
Yeah,
look homeless.
there's a way to pull it off in like a silly way, like you're talking about, but not going to your girlfriend and like admitting it. You know,
What's there
like
to admit? Besides, like, it's less embarrassing to be like, yeah, I fucking had a hard time getting the ladies for a while growing up, and now thank God you're my girlfriend. Than it is to be like, yeah, and I was part of an online community where we all congregated around the idea that
see, that's the problem.
we liked anime and couldn't get poon and we're
Yeah,
smelly.
it's a completely different situation. Like these guys are real dumb.
I think they just became because like nerd stuff became so like I guess mainstream as people like are famous for playing Dungeons and Dragons and whatever. So like
Hmm.
in our weird over socialized fucking type of world, those who the actual nerds are the incel crowd. So they just
Yeah,
kind of all congregated online and then
yeah.
that's basically it. I think it's all it is.
Very cool and handsome and funny men with girlfriends and fiancés and wives play Warhammer 40K at this point. And they've got all the miniatures and they've got a wargaming table with terrain. Like,
So then,
yeah,
so then, like everything in nerd culture got so fucking mainstreamed and taken over by normal ass people that the only thing that the nerds had left was not getting pussy.
basically, I think so.
Well, then blame the fucking pretty people for that shit. That sucks. I blame capitalism actually. What the fuck? I love capitalism, but now I'm starting to blame it. That's a problem.
Yeah. There's some drawbacks to any government system, honestly.
Wow, I'm not Bryden system.
What? Can you repeat that?
Yeah, Bryden system. Bryden system.
That's that's amazing because I really thought that it would sound completely different when you repeated it, and it didn't.
Yeah, yeah. So like that one, that's the one where I'm in charge.
Oh yeah, that's the way.
It's pretty cool. We got
I have
lobotomies. We got nobody says I'll get him a shot collar unless we're talking about an actual dog. Uh, nobody.
Yeah.
If anybody says the word incel, they go to a cool island where they can all just be over there. And then,
Is it like
conveniently
the
enough,
island from Brave New World.
little bit like that, except there's another island within swimming distance, but not swimming distance if you're out of shape, where all the
Oh, no.
the annoying ass women are. So then they're on that island because I believe in betterment. They can earn by through practice and earning how to swim better and like getting in shape. They can
Yeah,
swim over
getting
there,
fit.
and then they go over there and do whatever the fuck they want to those bitches.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Oh yeah, I'm glad that you're on the guy side and not what's going on Lady Island, where they're stuck.
No, that's fair. They're all gonna get raped.
Well, they're gonna want something because it's an island full of women. Have you ever seen Survivor? They're not gonna last that long.
Dude, they do go a little crazy.
So
Survivor, they're all just sleeping together. Like it's TV. Like
I'm just thinking they're gonna they can't hunt over there. They got nothing. They're not gonna know what to do. So they're gonna want these pudgy internet nerds. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. And then as far as the economy,
they can gather. Maybe they're all gonna be dead
Okay,
because
they
they
gotta
can't
gather.
identify plants, and so they all ate poison berries.
Well, see, I'm gonna make that very easy. On one quarter, where we drop them off, 1/4 of the island, where we drop them off, will be all edible foods, and then on the other side of the island, it's giant, fucking little shop of horrors, ass goddamn
Oh,
fucking plants, because that's gonna teach these women boundaries and not to wander too far.
you... Okay, that's good. Okay, you're cutting out a bit, so I
Uh-oh.
think we should close out. I don't know if
All
you
right.
can hear me okay.
I can hear you just fine, but I don't know why it's cutting out. But that's a good time as
Oh,
any to do it.
it just now got better.
There you go.
But yeah, we're out of time for today, folks. But you can find me on Twitter at OctoAbby with an I. You can DM me on there or find me on Curious Cat to send us Dear Abbeys. We also have a Discord server that has a Dear Abby channel in it, and a Reddit and advice channel where you can submit Reddit stories that you link to or screenshot. The link to that, the invite, should be in the description. And you should go to patreon.com/here to help podcasts to find our bonus episodes. You get the whole backlog for just as little as $1 a month. Bryden, do you have any plug?
Oh yeah, on Kick and YouTube, either tomorrow or definitely on Friday, I'm gonna play Alone in the Dark, the new one that just came out this evening. That it's it's not it's not being received very well, and I've been waiting for over a year for this game, and I paid
I hope
$60 for it.
I, I hope it's terrible, and I hope you're very disappointed.
Oh, that's a high chance. That's a pretty good bet right there, if I had to guess.
That will make me happy. I can't wait to hear all about it.
Yeah, it's gonna suck. Oh well.
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening and have a great week, secure in the knowledge that we are with you and we are the only ones you can trust are here to help.